The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
That's certainly what's going to be happening if these 3 Sonic movies in 2024 fail, or don't do well, or not good. There'll be vengeance. I'll be striking my vengeance upon them. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not gonna strike my vengeance upon Sonny. I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How are y'all doing tonight or today? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. How are y'all doing? Good. Good. I'm doing good, guys. Obviously, just saw me wrap my eyes. No, it's very. I'm a little tired. But I'm not that bad. Don't worry, guys. What's up? So yeah. So welcome to my stream this Thursday night. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into this, guys. Stuff before we really get into this. I want to welcome you all. If you're new here, subscribe, please. If you're checking out the channel for the first time and you like what you see, do the stuff. Subscribe for me, please. Subscribe, please. Really would appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Thank you. Smash the like button down below and spread out the word of my YouTube channel to anybody that you know that's interested in pop culture related content, whether it's movies, TV shows, video games, and etc. Please. Okay? Really would appreciate it. And please, and that's all, even social media platforms or at work or in your family. Just if you just happen to bring it along, a conversation comes up, do it. Thank you. You're all invited to come on when I send a link. But thank you. So I got stuff to announce. I'll be doing a Let's Talk Pop. Okay, it's coming. Well, I'll be doing that, but it's gonna come up more frequently since the strike is over and the news is coming out. I'm gonna be going back to that. Obviously, Saturday is gonna be in my next Let's Talk Pop episode. I'll set it up tomorrow, maybe when I'm home. I think I'll be out tomorrow night, but I'll set it up tomorrow morning and afternoon or whenever I have time tomorrow. I'll set it up for Saturday, and I gotta see what time I can do it Saturday, because I think Saturday is wrestling at 8 o'clock. So I gotta make sure I can do it Saturday. I'll have to make sure if I can do it 100% on Saturday. But it's gonna come up more frequently, 2 or 3 times a week, most likely 2 times. But there's always possibly a chance of 3 times a week. So it's gonna come back, and I'm gonna do topics like this as normal. I streams and videos. So check out my videos I've been uploading, and check out my streams. So yeah, I'm gonna be uploading more stuff, and I gotta get back active on my sports channel, of course. Okay. And please do me a favor. Okay? If you're in my group chats or anybody's group chats, just don't be a jerk and an ass and don't do certain things. Okay? Okay? That's all. Now, let's get on to the subject at hand. I'll read the title for you. Obviously, you can read it yourself, but I'll read it for you, and I'll explain why. All right. So yeah, the title is Madame Reb's trailer was trash. Is this setting up for Kraven and Venom 3 to fail? And Spider-Man. Why did I put Spider-Man? Well, once again, I'm going to raise your questions. Are you going to see Spider-Man in one of these 3 movies? Is there going to be a Spider-Man in one of these 3 movies? Specifically, Madame Reb. We're going to talk about Madame Reb. I did not like the trailer. I don't think a lot of people like the trailer. The trailer was not good. I said in my video what I didn't like about it. It was not a good trailer at all. I'm looking up something very, very quick. Okay? Okay. Yeah, the trailer came out yesterday, and oh man, this trailer, I'm like, oh, not good. The editing was bad. Everything was bad about the villain. Looked like an evil version of Spider-Man. Basically, an evil version of Spider-Man. I did not like this. I did not like the song they used for the trailer. The song. I did not like it. I thought it was really, really bad. Honestly, I couldn't stand it. The trailer was bad. Madam trailer was bad. It was getting roasted on the internet. Uh, okay, it was getting roasted big time on the internet. It looked like it looked like. Okay, I'll say this. In my opinion, the Kraven 100 trailer we got for Kraven, that I think they should move up, but they won't, I guess. The Kraven the Hunter movies trailer was better than this. The Kraven the Hunter movie was better than this. That trailer for that film was better than this. Yeah, I'm saying I didn't think the Kraven the Hunter movie was the trailer was all that great either, but it's 1,000 times better than this one. That's what I thought. That's what I think. It's better than this trailer. This trailer was trash. I don't care who's in the movie. I don't care if Nicole Johnson's in it or Sydney Sweeney or whatever. To me, it doesn't matter who's in it. It does not look good. It doesn't look good at all. Okay? Not look good at all. And if you want to come in, guys. It was not. And I know the movie is 4 months away. Well, is it 4 months? 3 months away. Okay, 3 months away from February as its release date. I know the movie comes out in February. But the way it got roasted, the way that fans, whoever saw the trailer, the way the reception, the talk was not good. It was not good. And this is the Sony problem with the Spider-Man property, right? Right? It's a huge problem with Sony. Everybody made fun of Morbius, and Morbius is not a good movie. That movie was a dumpster fire of a film. That movie was the joke of jokes, man. And now it seems like Madam Web is on the same path trajectory as Morbius, evident by this trailer, right? And obviously the movie hasn't come out, but it seems like people are already doubting this film because of the trailer and because of Sony and the Spider-Man stuff hasn't been exactly thumbs up. Besides Tom Holland in the Spider-Verse, the animated stuff with Miles Morales as the lead, that stuff has been successful. Obviously, that stuff has been successful, but this film is horrible. This film looked horrible. It was bad. It was bad. That one scene. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Anthony. That one scene where she threw the rock at Dakota Johnson's character. And the editing on that, the way the camera cuts in that scene, it's bad, man. It was horrible. It was really, really bad. And I don't care what people say. I'm sorry, but that Sydney Sweeney, when her in her Jennifer Carter costume, the black costume, is covering her face, some of her face. I'm telling you, I know some people like it. I tell you, it does not look good on her. It looks cheap. It looks really, really cheap. Did not look good on her. And the villain, you know what the problem with the villain looks? The villain looks like a black symbiotic Spider-Man. A black symbiotic Spider-Man. I mean, it exactly looks like a black symbiotic Spider-Man. I know what you're going to say, the villain Ezekiel has spider stuff. It's too late for now, Roman. But the villain, Ezekiel, looks like a black symbiotic Spider-Man more than an evil version of Spider-Man. It was bad, the villain. I know about the villain Ezekiel Sims. He is part of Spider-Man lore, but he's, from what I know, from what I gather, he is not what I see in the film and what you see in what you read about him in the comics. He's not like this. In the comics, he's more of a. No, this is not a. No, for sure, Anthony. He's more of a. He's not really a villain per se in the comics, but here to make him out like a villain. Now, that could always be misleading, right? Misleading. And but like that villain doesn't look interesting at all. This just doesn't look interesting at all. Really, I'm sorry. Ezekiel Sims, he doesn't look interesting at all, that villain. Okay? Obviously he has a motive. He just doesn't look interesting. Yeah, take your time, George. It's just that villain looks really, really boring. Okay? Boring. I need Degrassi. Where's Degrassi? I need Degrassi. Where are you, buddy? Such a boring villain. I'm sorry. Such a really boring villain. And I have a feeling I get annoyed by the. But I assume those are. I assume Sydney Sweeney and the other two friends are college students. I assume they're college students or young adults trying to make a name for themselves in the work world. You know, trying to start their careers. I don't know. It's Okay, well, okay, Marcus. But it's really, it's just look really, this look really, really bad as a trailer. It's, and you know, what's sad. I probably will see it because it's a comic book movie. I will see it. I'll check out the Ted Taylor sometime soon. But this, I yeah, you know what? She signed on for this, so I don't always feel bad. Sometimes the actors get a script, right? Right? And they read the script in their head. Yeah, this is a good script. But they realize it's not really a good script later on. It doesn't work in the film. Do it, George. I want you to do it, George. Uh, we'll see how good of an actress Dakota Johnson really is. Okay. I've not been always like the stuff I've seen in. I'm not 50 Shades of Grey aside because that trilogy, those films are horrible, and you don't really need to act at all. But I haven't seen her in other things like where she can explore her range as an actress, and this to me like hopefully she can explore her range. Yeah, you can announce it, George, of course. And this same as Sydney Sweeney. I hope Sydney Sweeney is not. I hope she can explore her range and not, and people can just see her as not just well, let's face it, a pretty face, a pretty body on screen. Why is she getting roles? Right? Is it because she's an actress? It's a good actress, or is it well? Is it a mega? Is it the typical Hollywood actress that looks that the hot Hollywood actress thing? Is that what she's getting roles? I'm not trying to be sexist here or anything like that, but we all know there's some actresses and men for extent that can act for shit, get a lot of work, and don't exactly need to be the best actress in the world, right? And I feel like I don't know. I feel like Sydney Sweeney might be one of them. And obviously, in this film, you could tell she's kind of not the typical hot, beautiful woman, right? She's more of the someone who cover herself in everything. She has glasses, her hair. She's playing Julia Carpenter, right? So she's playing something that a role that we're not accustomed to seeing she play. Okay, so and 2024 is Sony's year in terms of comic book movies. It's Sony's year. They got three movies. DC has one movie. The MCU has one movie. Disney has one movie. So it's Sony's year in 2024. It's their year. Okay. Okay. Oh, I also do have an announcement I'm gonna do at the end of the stream too. Okay. end of my stream. But might be this stream. I might go long as possible whenever I feel like it. There's not gonna be like a limit on this stream. I'm bored. I have nothing to do. To be honest with you tonight. That's why I decided to do this. I wasn't planning on doing this stream, but I had nothing planned tonight. So I'm like, okay, might as well. Maybe I want to talk about something. I have some free time, boredom to talk about something. Okay. Now, at the end of my title, it says Spider-Man, right? It says Spider-Man. Why did I put Spider-Man in there? Well, what we know is that Spider-Man's parents, or Peter Parker's parents, are supposedly in the film. Now, there's conflicting reports saying Adam Scott is playing Ben Parker or Richard Parker. Richard Parker, of course, is the father, and Ben is Uncle Ben, right? Uncle Ben. But we know Emma Roberts, who I don't believe we saw in the trailer, but I think we did see a baby in the trailer. I'm not sure if that baby is somebody that was saved by the paramedics or that's baby Peter. But we did see baby, and we know Emma Roberts' character is May Parker or Mary Parker. Mary Parker, right? Is it no? Or Peter's? I believe Emma Roberts is the character is the mother of Peter Parker, best known as the first Spider-Man. The Spider-Man we all know, all right. And I believe Ezekiel Sims. This is not. I don't know. This is not 100%, but I believe the villain is trying to make sure that Peter is never born or Spider-Man is never born, and Madame Web or Dakota Johnson's character, who's getting all these visions, I can see the future and all of this, has to make sure that Peter is born, so Spider-Man can be born, and if she fails, she goes back in time like a loop where she could do it again. I don't think he's a villain. Like, yeah, so from the comics, he's not exactly a villain per se, right? He is not exactly a villain per se. And in the comics, this is not movie related, but in the comics, he has a relation to Silk, Sydney Moon. There's a bit of a relation there, but I don't think that's going to come in play here, obviously. Now, the question is, one of the villains that's around Spider-Man, Ezekiel, and Sydney, one of the villains in the comics that's more known to these characters that I mentioned is Morlun. Morlun, I forget Spider-Man villain that people don't really talk about. Morlun. That Ezekiel has a connection with. Morlun. We really don't talk about him. We really don't talk about Morlun. Like, as you mentioned, my Spider-Man streams talking about the game. We're talking about the future of Spider-Man 3, who to use as villains, right? We mean Blinded or whoever else suggested, right? We never talked about Morlun. Never talked about. I don't know. Oh, let me check. Let me check. Let me check for you. The one that Isabel Merced plays, right? The one that Isabel Merced plays, who the actress who's playing Hawkgirl, her character in the film. Let me check. Film. No. Okay, you're talking about Celeste, right? Celeste O'Connor. According to Wikipedia, she's also playing a character named Spider-Woman. Celeste O'Connor as Maddie Franklin is also playing a character. So according to Wikipedia, Julia Carpenter and Maddie Franklin are both Spider-Woman. Chris Pine, Peter. Where did he play? Oh, okay. Hey George.
So, yeah, I basically got the approval from the boss on my planned series.
Announce it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it now. Make people laugh.
So, one of my first review series of 2024, with Madam Web coming out starring Dakota Johnson, and the movie coming out around Valentine's Day. On the George, experiencing the trilogy for the first time, I will be reviewing, as a first time watcher, on the George. We are going to delve into Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele's Dakota Johnson's rise to stardom began with 50 Shades.
Oh.
We're going to change things up on the George. We're going to get a women female demographic. And what better than the movies that they have forced their boyfriends. I'm not saying anything. Forced their boyfriends
yes.
to watch.
Yes. Oh. Good luck to you on that, man.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna. Listen, I'm still debating if I'm gonna do just one video on the whole trilogy or just 3 videos. I'm trying to see what's not gonna put me through mental angst.
Oh my god.
What's not gonna like make me snap at a kid and be like, "Don't ever say the name Grey again."
Oh.
I'm just like I'm bracing for it. But you know what? I've never seen these movies before. I want to go in as a first-time viewer and spice things up a little bit on this channel. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have any wacky thumbnails. Like, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I still got an image to uphold.
Oh my god.
I mean, think about it. This looks like a bad movie starring Dakota Johnson once again.
Oh yeah, I can't. You have to watch it again, just right.
I've never seen these movies. I've never seen these movies before, so
don't.
It's like I'm gonna experience the trilogy. And listen, you know what? I'm single right now. If I find a girlfriend that's into these movies, you know what? That's the perfect shield.
So George, you saw the trailer of Madame Reb,
Unfortunately,
or in my video, I call Madame Reb Madame Reb. I don't know why I kept calling it Madame Reb instead of Madame Reb. I guess it's because it's. I guess it's more upper class to call people Madame Reb, Madame Reb, or whatever. I don't know. But you saw the trailer yesterday. I know what you just said like a second ago. Unfortunately, I know what your thoughts are. So take it away.
Well, first of all, the line delivery by some of these actresses was just so cringe. I mean, listen, you know what? This movie's gonna make the Marvels look like the Dark Knight. I mean, at least the Marvels
looks like the bad movie.
At least like Teyana Parris, Brie Larson, and I'm gonna sorry if I mispronounce. No, I'll just say the actress that plays Kamala Khan because I'm gonna mispronounce the actress's name and I don't want to do that. At least they actually have great line delivery and it doesn't come across as CW dialogue.
What was the budget for this film?
It looks like a CW Marvel product.
It does. Well, that shouldn't be up to Sony. That should be, I don't know. I guess it's up to Sony. But yeah, this trailer was. I did not like it. I hated the music they used for the whole trailer. I'm like, what the fuck is this music? This song. Oh man, the villain. I know who the villain is, but it just looks like a black symbiotic super Spider-Man. Like it's like Spider-Man has a black symbiotic suit on as a villain. There's a really bad I don't know how you could. I don't know how anybody could defend this because I know there's some people defend. And I'm sorry, I don't know how anybody could defend Sydney Sweeney's character when she's in her costume. It does not look good. It's the Spider Woman costume. It does not look good. It does not look good. I'm sorry.
Also, like, what's this thing about? Like, I mean, like their masks. It's like you can see their eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like. I would, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, what is the point of her mask? Who the hell is the director of this film? Oh, the writer. Who wrote this film? I have it up right now. And Degrassi doesn't really like, Degrassi usually does, Degrassi's like the most positive movie person I know. He likes most stuff, but he doesn't really like the trailer either. Who the heck? Directed by S.J. Clarkson. Okay, it's a female. Oh, this is her first movie film, but she has directed TV. Okay, first movie film. Who wrote it? Who's writing it? Story by Kareem Sagma. Screenplay by Claire Parker, S.J. Clarkson. Okay. So Mike Epperson, Emmett Roberts, Adam Scott. Now, oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah, RJ agreed. The Morbius. Oh, this was a trash trailer.
Oh boy. Oh, I see DL's coming in. Oh, DL, did you hear about my planned review series?
You want to tell him again?
Wait, what?
You're playing what?
So this is going to be like a parody review series since this is a movie starring Dakota Johnson coming out around Valentine's Day. For the sake of to put myself through mental anguish, but for everyone's entertainment, I plan on experiencing for the first time the 50 Shades trilogy and reviewing it. I came up with this idea last night. I got Aaron's endorsement, even my supervisor's endorsement. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dogpile on. I'm gonna crap on some movies while I'm at it.
Have at it. I'm going to do a similar thing, re-reviewing the Venom films and Morbius before this piece of shit comes out.
Oof.
Yeah, so yeah, you saw it obviously, and you just
Yes.
you gave your opinion right there. And what are your thoughts?
Yep. It looks horrendous. It looks horrendous. I'm sorry. It looks absolutely terrible. This is the amalgamation of everything I hate about this Sonyverse. Oh, I'm sorry. The Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters spunk. This is the worst cinematic universe I have ever seen. And this is just a knockoff of Groundhog Day, Happy Death Day, and Final Destination. This is what this movie is.
Yes, I had all those themes. Yeah, yes, it had. Basically, it did have Groundhog and a Final Destination. Death, go back in the past, fix whatever, obviously, or see the future. Yeah, and the editing was bad. The music they used for a trailer, I couldn't stand it.
Of course, this is the 67th movie that used Billie Eilish for their trailer music. So it is what it is. But man, and it's sad because I actually like Dakota Johnson, but why did she have to be in this piece of garbage, man? This is not doing any favors for her. It's not.
God, what? Is Sony doing this on purpose? Are they trying to make their Spider-Man stuff bad on purpose? Are they trying to do this on purpose?
I don't know, man. It's like they feel like they're making stuff up as they go along.
I mean, the Kraven the Hunter trailer was 1,000 times better than this, and I didn't think it was a great trailer either.
I didn't like that trailer, but it was better than this.
Yeah. What do you think, George?
You know what? At least the Kraven one looks like it could be a dumb but enjoyable action movie. This just looks like a CW 2-hour crap fest with Marvel characters. I'm sorry. I'm like looking at this. I'm like, oh my goodness. Marvel's been CW-fied.
Oh. To me, like, this is the film has to determine if there's gonna be a Spider-Man in this universe, because the whole point of this film is trying to protect Peter Parker's Spider-Man, make sure he's born. Apparently, might be the plot of the film, to make sure whoever the villain is doesn't change time or change the present that he comes from with Peter Parker and Spider-Man being born, so he can go back in time and make sure he doesn't become born. You know, it's kind of the opposite of some of the Marvel stuff, like Endgame kind of explained. You know, there's consequences or stuff like that. So to me, this film has to be like, is this finally going to get a revelation? There's going to be a Spider-Man in this universe, because I can see this. I think this film's taking place in the past, then rather than the present or the future, where Venom, Kraven, or Morbius is taking place, based on my theory.
Oh, you could have fooled me, because this looks like it's in present day just along with the other ones.
I gotta hope not.
I mean, you could be right. Maybe it is a prequel, but just like it looks so, it looks like it's in the same time period as the other films. So it's like, if I see a cell phone, no, it's not. This is not a prequel.
Yeah, okay. If I see a cell phone, I agree with you there.
It's not a prequel.
Unless it's one of those big cell phones from like the early '90s, you know, or those.
I need to see a flip phone or something. I don't know, man.
Because remember those phones back then, those first wireless phones we got? They're like huge. They're like walkie-talkies back then.
Yeah, I man, it'd be so funny if they did walk around with those big ass phones. Man. But RJ, you are absolutely right. Madam Web will hurt this Marvel brand and drag it further down next year. Yep, absolutely.
And Sony's dominating the movie box office and comic books next year. They got 3 films next year. DC and Marvel and MCU only have 1.
Yeah.
And Kraven should have never moved a year back.
I mean, thank God, because I didn't want to see it this year. But it is what it is.
I think they're gonna move Kraven up.
Up to when?
I don't know, springtime or something. I mean, they don't want to compete with.
Isn't that a little too soon? Yeah.
I don't know. I think moving it back to August is crazy. Maybe what? To me, like that's a sign they know the movie's gonna be bad. Maybe they should do reshoots for Kraven, like they're doing Captain America for the MCU is doing Captain America. Basically, do a whole film again.
How about just don't make the film at all? How about let it get Batgirled? Like, seriously, I'm just both of these pieces of shit. Like, I don't want to see them. I'm tired. I am so sick of this. I am so tired of this. This Sony Marvel verse needs to die. It needs to die. I can't stand it.
Or keep the animated part. You know, with Miles. Keep that because that's good.
Yeah,
that's
good.
That's good. That's the good stuff. Yeah. Obviously, continue the MCU Disney with Tom Holland Spider-Man. Obviously, keep that. Or you know what? Try to incorporate these guys in the MCU, because I think the MCU is Sony. I think if they made sure this is the MCU, I think they do a better job of making good quality than this. And exactly, MCU quality is not exactly the best right now, right? But it's still better than this shit.
No. Yeah, exactly. And then we know Venom 3 is coming, and I could give 2 shits about it. I didn't like the previous 2. I know there's people that like the first movie, but it was just empty.
The writer of Venom 2, the writer of Venom 2 was directing Venom 3.
Wait, Andy Serkis?
No, the writer who did not Andy Serkis.
I'm sorry. That was the director, the writer.
Yeah, the writer. Yeah.
Well, doesn't surprise me. They got the writer Morbius to do this Madam Web garbage. Like, oh, okay, so definitely this movie's going to be terrible. Okay, great. Yeah. I just can't.
Yeah. It seems like Sony's hiring a bunch of no-name first-timer directors. It's like who've done like 1 or 2 movies, or not even. This is actually the director for this movie is directed TV, but this is I feel like if you're getting a comic book franchise off the book with this hero's getting their first movie, hire a well-known director, please. Please. Somebody who's done somebody's done film. I know this director has done TV, but this is different. Film and TV is a little different because you got to
remember the Russo brothers came from TV.
Yeah. But in TV, you could develop, right? Over time with a bunch of episodes, you could develop. Film, you have to like do in 2 hours, right? Like, right?
I mean, if people, I mean, I don't know. It really just depends on the situation. Because like, if you've seen how, once again, you've seen how the Marvel films were made. They got like the Russo brothers. Once again, came from television. Like you, me, and Dupree. Like you didn't expect these two directors to do stuff like Winter Soldier or the Avengers films. And stuff like that, right?
Marvel doesn't get really the top tier directors. They make sure to get like middle or to like lower kind of tier directors, right? They'll get once in a while a top tier director. But most of the time, they get like people you never heard of,
right? Or in the case of like a David F. Sandberg who did a short film on YouTube and then went on to direct Shazam. So it's like
DC James Gunn on the other hand, even though we'll get back to this stuff, but James Gunn on the other hand is going after directors who have established a filmography. You could clearly tell.
Exactly. Now, I'm only playing devil's advocate. I still think this movie's going to suck, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, there could be some cases where a TV director or like an indie director could come in and do a big budget movie and they could do just fine with it. This is most likely won't be an example, but yeah, I know we're getting Frozen 4, which I'm not surprised about that.
What the? I still don't understand how when Frozen 3 isn't even in development or being worked on.
Because they're that confident, and they should, because Frozen is one of the highest grossing Disney films of all time, and you still have little kids dressing up and singing the songs. So they're confident that Frozen 3...
how long ago did that come out? Like what year?
Let me see.
A decade old. That series is like a decade old, right? The first one
the first one came out. Hold on. The first one came out... Out the way. Frozen came out in 2013, and Frozen 2 came out in 2019.
Why did it wait 6 years for each? That's crazy. I don't think they.
I mean, they probably would have made one sooner if it wasn't for the pandemic and the strike. You know, but yeah, they're confident.
Who cares about the shareholders? The shareholders know nothing about.
Yeah, they're looking at numbers. They saw both Frozen films made $1 billion,
and probably still do.
Yes, merchandise sales, kids still dressing up as them. Let It Go and Into the Unknown is two of the most popular songs that Disney has ever put out. So they're like, yeah, we're going to make Frozen 3. And we're confident enough that we can make a Frozen 4 because Frozen 3 is going to make billions of dollars as well. So, and that's another reason why we're getting Toy Story 5. Like, even though a lot of people don't want Toy Story 5, the previous 4 films have 99 or 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 3 and 4 made $1 billion. So yeah, we're gonna make more.
We gotta learn to make these movies for leaner budgets. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
that's what they need to do. Yes,
I understand that. But to me, like, if you want this movie to be really good, and this is this is your movie that you want to like do well, really, really well. Try to get a top tier director, even if he's asking for a lot. You know, or a writer, please. Like somebody.
Honestly, I think the writer is more important because we had Andy Serkis do Let There Be Carnage, and that still ended up being garbage. So like the writers, whoever they got writing these movies, man, it is Struggleville. No.
Yeah.
Yes, I want Incredibles 3 also, Jay. That's a sequel that we need.
Smart.
Yeah, I would love to see like an Incredible sequel where like Violet and Dash are adults and like Mr. Incredible like passes the mantle of head hero or leading hero to them.
Yeah, I know Pixar's going to TV, but
they shouldn't.
I mean, I like Monsters at Work. I thought that was a nice series.
Appears. Yeah, James Gunn has a blank check. I don't know if it's a good idea to give somebody a blank check for everything, like to spend whatever. I don't know. It's a good idea.
I don't know. I mean, he's confident in this writer for Supergirl, so
Yeah. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, it's like I said this a couple months ago. This movie could set up fail for Kraven and Venom 3. If it's not good, why is people gonna go see Kraven and Venom 3? Why would people see
Well,
that?
I think people
Exactly.
will still. I think people will still see Venom just because of the character and because the first two movies did fairly well. But I think, it's going to be a matter of what's going to happen post Venom 3.
Freaking
Are they
Spider-Man.
gonna make something post Venom 3? Because Morbius was a big failure and that got 2 releases. Kraven, I'm sorry, I don't know what they're thinking. Kraven should have been in an MCU Spider-Man movie. In my opinion, he would have been perfect for a Spider-Man 4 with Tom
Oh,
Holland.
absolutely. That would be great.
That's
Also,
the
you
thing.
could have saved Morbius for Blade.
And
You
it's
could
like
have
the
saved
thing
Morbius
is,
for Blade.
that's not
Sony,
the
man.
that's
Like,
not
no.
the MCU's fault that Sony's kind of crippling them by saying, yeah, those villains you want to see in the MCU,
Yeah.
we want to do them as well.
You know how many of these villains? You know how Marvel is going to spotlight stuff more to smaller scale stuff. Daredevil, Echo, New York. You got so much Spider-Man villains that they could have had involved in that kind of stuff. You could add some Spider-Man villains into there, right? But Sony has handcuffs the MCU, right? You could have like I don't know, Hammerhead, Tombstone in the MCU, having them against Kingpin, their gangs against the Kingpin or whatever in the MCU. You could have something like that.
The thing is, they actually had an opportunity to do a female-led Sony movie that people probably would have been more open to seeing, the Silver Sable Black Cat thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think they should say Black Cat for the MCU still, but I'm like, I think a Black Cat movie would at least be more entertaining and guilty pleasure-ish than a Madam Web movie that looks like it's going to be CW cringe.
Yeah, that's true. Even though, man, I want Black Cat in a Spider-Man film so bad. I've been
Same.
wanting it since 2002. I wanted Black Cat in a Spider-Man film,
I
but
thought we were going to get her in the Andrew Garfield movies when they set up the character Felicia.
yeah.
I mean, think about it. Gwen Stacy's dead. You got this character Felicia. But unfortunately, because Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't that good, and the franchise didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the only reason that Sony is making these garbage Spider movies is because they don't want to share the profits with Marvel. You know, like they already because every time they make a Spider-Man movie with the MCU, they don't get the full profit. So they're like, this is their way of making revenue for themselves without Disney. So it's like I get it because this and Ghostbusters is their only like big franchises they have right now.
I know they're trying to make Karate Kid a franchise again, like movie franchise, but it's like, will anyone want to see a new Karate Kid movie that's not tied to Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a whole
that's the
reboot.
Like Cobra Kai helped revitalize the Karate Kid franchise. It's like, okay, we're not going to make a movie with like Miguel and all these other characters. Screw you, Sony. I mean, they're not even gonna bring back Jaden Smith. So like, why even bother if you ain't even gonna touch upon that franchise again?
God.
Yeah, if you're gonna do another Karate Kid, you need to bring back Jaden and Jackie Chan. That's what you need.
I mean, that was an okay movie, but it's like there was potential.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Karate Kid movie.
In fairness to other remakes, it's not bad.
Oh, Bad Boys. That's another one they try to revive, but.
I mean, they are going to make the Zelda movie.
I'm scared for that one.
I'm so petrified for that. Man.
I'm scared. I mean, I think Wes Ball might be fine as director, but the writer, I mean, if your best 2 movies are the first Jurassic World and Pokemon Detective Pikachu, I'm sorry, I'm scared. I mean, I think
Wait, Wes Ball is doing it?
I think Wes Ball's the director.
Yeah, Wes Ball. Yeah.
The Maze. So he did the Maze Runner trilogy, and he's about to do Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So.
Kingdom actually looks really good though, so I'm hoping if he hits it with Kingdom, I think he'll get me more. He'll get me more excited.
I'm more concerned about Avi Arad. That's who I'm concerned about.
That's who I'm concerned about as well because Avi Arad, I can see him saying, "Yeah, let's shoehorn Majora's Mask and Ganondorf together in a movie and make it a big." Cluster mess because we're gonna get some people to watch it.
Oh, Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
should have
what,
been Sony Animation. Better yet, they should have just stuck with Universal because they did
or-
so well with Mario.
Or I would have liked to have seen DreamWorks do. I think DreamWorks does great animated action movies. Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon. And they know the fantasy element well with Shrek and How to Train Your Dragon. So it's like
we're gonna see Link talk.
if Tom Holland plays Link,
Oh, please no.
I'm gonna be picketing the lines at Sony.
I'm so done. I'll be so done.
No.
Man, they already. Okay, it's not his fault what happened with Uncharted, but even still, like he was miscasted that too.
No, you know
But
what's
here's
fault
the
with
thing.
that? Sony not Sony like making Uncharted not Uncharted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the issue is, it's like Sony's trying to make their brand boy into Tom Holland because apparently they want like Tom Holland for some kind of biopic with that Fred Astaire, I think that actor from the old days name is, like, apparently he's attached to a biopic with Sony in that movie. So it's like, are you trying to make Tom Holland your golden boy?
Oh,
It seems like it. Seems
they're
like
Mickey
it.
Mouse.
Oh my goodness!
Oh God.
No, Spider-Man's their Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it is.
That's
DeGrassi, you think the movie after Kingdom will be called Empire of the Planet of the Apes? No, it's a little too on the nose right there. Is it Empire and Kingdom kind of similar though? It's a little separate.
I would think so.
Well, Freedom of the Planet of the Apes. No.
If Tom Holland was Willy Wonka, oh my goodness, it would be like, hey, Oompa Loompa, can you sing that song again for me?
I don't know which one's worse, Tom Holland or Timothy Chalamet. Like, they're both horrible.
I mean, to be fair, Timothy Chalamet, his hair kind of looks similar to Gene Wilder's hair.
Timothy Chalamet sounds like, the way he talks in that film. It's like, stay away from my kids, please.
Yeah, is this a sequel to the Gene Wilder one or the sequel to the Johnny Depp
prequel
one?
to the Gene Wilder one. It's a prequel to the Gene Wilder one.
I mean, I'm sorry, the prequel.
To be fair, I would have let Willy Wonka near any child after a child fell in his chocolate river, another child almost blew up. But to be fair, that's also due to the fact that the children were brats and the parents were also amateurs and negligent.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
To be fair, the real villain of the original Willy Wonka was Grandpa Joe.
Dang.
That's funny.
Don't ruin that movie for me.
I rooted for anyone. I'm not going to root for anyone.
All of a sudden, they walk.
I love the original
bed. They're laying at bed the whole time. Really?
Bob Dylan. What? Dang, James Mangold's doing the Bob Dylan biopic? Okay. Interesting.
Let's see. It's just that, I don't know. It's just that sometimes there's some, no matter how good an actor is, it's just sometimes they don't look good in
I mean, the problem is I feel like people get typecasted. I also feel like as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I remember William Zabka in the 80s, because he was the bully in the original Cry Kid. He plays a bully in another 80s movie, and the kid he's bullying looks like Ralph Macchio, and it ain't even Ralph Macchio.
Molly Ringwald,
he was typecasted.
Yeah, Molly Ringwald played the same character all the time, and I think she didn't like that, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, think about it. If they made a Spider-Man movie in the 80s, William Zabka was gonna play Flash Thompson. It's like, I'll put you in a body bag, Parker, Cobra Kai style.
Or he'll think he's the hero of the story instead of Parker. Like, Peter Parker ruined my life. I'm the real hero. I was the one who wanted to go out with Gwen, but he stole her from me.
Get it.
Elizabeth Shue. Oh, Elizabeth Shue as Gwen in the 80s. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'd be on board.
Jesus, man.
That'd be hilarious. Oh my god. Can you imagine?
No, can't.
That kid looks like Ralph Macchio is a girl pulling a boy out just one of the guys. Oh man.
Oh,
What's so funny?
No, the grassy said.
Oh yeah.
Because I've only seen the clip. I've never seen the full movie. Oof.
What's So I want to talk about the villain. Ezekiel Sims is a villain. His costume looks like Black Symbiote Spider-Man. I'm like, what the hell is that? Evil Spider-Man?
Jeez, that suit looks. Man, I don't know what they're doing here. I do not know what they're doing here. Like, yeah, it sure does. It definitely feels Arrowversy, which is not a good thing at all. What is the budget of this film? Does anybody know?
Oh no,
I have no idea, man. Web budget.
Budget.
No, it doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
If you could find it for me. 100 million, maybe? It does look like a cheap film.
So it's rumored to be 75 to 80 million.
Maybe they need to add more to that.
Yeah,
maybe. But then again, there was another movie that came out not too long ago that also cost 80 million, and it looked amazing. The Kraven.
Yeah.
So
oh my! I tell you, someone tried making a comment saying, "Oh, there was a few seconds in the Madam Web trailer that reminded me of a Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie." I was like, "Oh no, they'll be putting Sam Raimi's name next to Madam Web."
Yeah, put some respect on his name.
No way we're gonna put the guy that gave us like two of the best top 5 Spider-Man movies of all time with this garbage.
This piece of crap. And then what's up with those three girls so they're different spider girls and different multiverses. What is going on right now?
Oh my! Like Sydney Sweeney. Like, can she even act? Like her line delivery, like it's so bad.
Like what the hell is that?
I mean, for goodness sakes, she's making Hayden Christensen's line delivery in Attack of the Clones seem Oscar worthy.
That mask is bad. What are they trying to
hell is that?
Are they trying to copy Catwoman's mask from Batman Returns or something? Look at the eyes.
That's an
the whole the eyes.
Pfeiffer's costume.
Look, does it need to be that big though for her eyes? Like,
what? Like,
I mean, that's how it looked in the comics, didn't it?
Really? Well, you know what looks at the comics doesn't necessarily work on the big screen. Let's be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Like that does not work. Like it may work there, but it definitely does not work there.
Or maybe just the lighting is so shitty in that, like it doesn't make you look good regardless. But I don't know.
Carpenter, right? Yeah, that's her character. Yeah, good. She's playing a nerd this time. Finally, Sophie that's not what she's typically typecast for. She's playing a nerd or a college student. Because she's typecast as almost as always a sexy girl, right? Like Sydney Sweeney, always a beautiful woman. She's always typecast as that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? Good. Now she's playing a hero, Julia Carpenter, who obviously does in the comics become Madam Web eventually.
Ooh.
You can blame the actor. Sometimes some actors just don't care.
Yeah, like let's be fair. There's some actors that will try hard. I mean, look, Hugh Jackman still tried his best in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, and
I call you like a bimbo. Look, she's also a bimbo.
Oh boy! Hey, look, I know everyone wants to roast Dakota Johnson because of the 50 Shades trilogy, but I will stand to it. I think she's a good actress if you give her good material.
thing. Here's the thing. She's in some very questionable projects.
Yeah.
Like, remember that time when Nicolas Cage was in some very questionable projects? It feels like Dakota Johnson has just hit that streak early on in her career and just has not broken out of it.
It's not broken out of it. I'm like,
I mean, I will say this: she can act more so than Kristen Stewart can.
yes.
Because 50 Shades, to be fair, was based off of Twilight fanfiction.
Yeah.
Twilight is basically 50 Shades. I mean, like, oh my god.
Although I will say this, Robert Pattinson can act. The guy that played Christian Grey, I don't know if that guy can act or not.
He can act. Yes, he actually can act. Yes.
Robert Pattinson hated Twilight. It ruined his reputation as an actor, so that's why he had to do all this smaller stuff, right? To build it back up to where he's at now, right? Like, he hated that. He knew that series did not benefit his career at all.
No, it didn't.
It benefited Kristen Stewart still. I'll say this because she's been getting work after that. She got work after that, despite how bad of an actress she is.
It's funny how that turns around. Well, I don't see her being in the Batman.
Yeah. Oh.
Or in Christopher Nolan films. Like, yeah. What? Charlie's Angels? Okay. Great.
Oh, there's a lot of people phoning it in, and I'm convinced a lot of people are filming it in Dark Knight. I'm convinced Tom Hardy was phoning it in Dark Knight. There's no way that they could approve of that voice. There's no way, like.
Yep, you can't convince me.
Like,
I actually like that voice. Yo, I've been imitating Bane for 12 years now. I mean, 11 years now.
Underwater. Actually, yeah, she was fine. She was fine in Underwater.
you can make a bad actress look good in certain films. You could do that. You can make. I mean, it goes both ways. A good actress could look bad in the film, and a bad actress could look good in the film. There are ways.
Yeah,
you gotta need a good director, you need camera crew, and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it did sound threatening, that voice. Like, look at the Joker, for example. The Joker did not need to make a voice. Did not need like to create some crazy voice like to intimidate people. He was just intimidating because like the stuff he said, you know, like he didn't need to say right. Same with race. Same with race, right?
Yeah.
And I know Bane is technically a person from another country, right? Like obviously in the comics I think he's from Latin America or maybe somewhere like in the right or something like that. I know he had obviously but in the comics that's just an over the top voice. Like you could have I have no problem with the accent.
It did not fit the look of his character. He's supposed to be this big imposing figure, and then he starts talking and it's like No, what the fuck is that?
And people make fun of it. People make fun of it all the time. There's parodies of that.
I prefer this over the Bane we got in the Batman and Robin. Boom! I mean, to be fair, whenever Bane talked and gave a speech, I actually thought it was really intense and cool when he's like, "This great city, it will endure." We give the power back to you.
Those lines are fine. His lines are fine if it's just a voice.
The voice killed it. Just killed any intimidation that he had. Like, no.
And the thing is about Heath Ledger, he had a reputation of not being exactly a good actor either, right? Like he was more of just a good-looking guy getting the roles, right?
Oh man, him as Joker.
Joker, that will prove everybody otherwise.
Yep.
I
actually got to go because I have another stream to go on.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, TJ. But like, I'll say this. Paul Giamatti, I mean, his Rhino, he was. Even though that movie is bad,
I love Paul Giamatti, but oh my!
I think, that like, what the hell was that?
Hey, Spider-Man! I'm gonna come get you. I'm the Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if like, oh my goodness, it would be so crazy.
I've seen Monster Ball.
If his version was,
I don't remember the Kraven. I don't remember, but that Rhino was supposed to be part of Sinister Six. I'm like, what?
Yo, remember when the Scoopers were claiming Paul Giamatti as the Rhino was gonna be in No Way Home?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so how are you gonna cure this guy? Or it's
I
like,
mean,
how does he know Peter Parker's Spider-Man? Is he just
how
gonna
you
come out
cure
of nowhere and be
maybe the
like,
villain who's ready
I'd
as a
be
villain?
like, I am the Rhino.
How do you cure someone who's ready a villain? He was a criminal before he became the Rhino, right? All those other
Basically.
guys were not exactly criminals.
Technically, they were all they just got messed up.
Yeah, Rhino was a villain. Rhino was a villain from the start, a criminal from the start.
He was a goofy villain, but still.
Yeah, because Rhino's one of those villains, like in live action, he's never gonna be taken seriously. He's Shocker level villain in live. He'd be taken more seriously in the comics or maybe a TV show to an extent, but in the movies, he's one of those villains that always be like second fiddle or third fiddle, and not being taken seriously. There's certain villains in comic books that won't be taken seriously on live action stuff. They'll always be like throwaway villains, even though in the comics they're not exactly throwaway. Oh, really? You know what? The other Joker voices now, like Jared, a lot of people that are doing Jared Leto's voices now try to make him sound creepy as hell. Like Jared, like Heath Ledger's Joker was not creepy. Was not creepy.
No, he was like the edgy punk.
I don't know. I heard it might not be. Oh, it might not be. Yeah, TJ, welcome aboard, man. But it's hilarious. This movie's gonna stink.
It's gonna. Well, why do you think I'm reviewing 50 Shades of Grey before this movie comes out? I need like. I mean, I'm gonna wait to review Venom when Venom 3 comes out because I only reviewed Venom Let There Be Carnage. But it's like I'm seeing this. I'm like, you know what? I need to review something bad.
Kraven versus Venom next year. No, DeGrasse. It's called a Dork Night. Yeah, we're gonna have. The thing is, I know the Rhino's is Russian, but I don't think it's from Russia. And why is it a great fucking movie, Degrassi? Is there one particular reason why? I think you know what I'm talking about. I've seen the movie. Why? Venom 3. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course, Degrassi. Venom 3. I'm not gonna say stuff. I'm not gonna say stupid stuff because the stuff I heard a couple days ago. TJ was there. It was kind of ridiculous, but it's just. I like seeing Spider-Man characters on the big screen, but I don't like seeing them butchered. I mean, nobody likes seeing their favorite characters get butchered, but I feel like the Spider-Man stuff, right? It's getting butchered by Sony. Whatever who characters they use, it's getting butchered because they're too incompetent to figure a way out to make these characters interesting in their universe. I feel like I don't know why that is. Maybe you said, George, is because they want to just keep the Spider-Man rights. I don't know. They keep making the films for Spider-Man related characters, and that doesn't necessarily mean they don't have to use Spider-Man at all. This is my two options. If you're still doing the multiverse thing right now, find a way to get Tom Holland into that universe, or find a way to get these characters into this MCU. Okay? Or just get a brand new Spider-Man for that universe. Please, do something. Because, as I said, this is like creating This is like creating a Gotham, a Batman universe, a Gotham universe without Batman. And I know the TV show Gotham had it, right? The TV show Gotham really didn't have Batman to the end, but at least they had Bruce Wayne, right? Right? But like
Yeah.
my point is, if you don't have the main, it's like main hero, like at all, what's the point? This is you don't have these characters without Spider-Man. You don't have these characters without Batman. You don't have these characters without Superman. They are the focus points of this lore. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. What? But no, Mads Mikkelsen. When he was in the movie, I guess technically he could wear a mask, but do really? He was.
Wasn't he already a villain and was kind of
Yeah, he was Doctor Strange's first villain.
Yeah, and he kind of got wasted. I mean, how do you waste Mads Mikkelsen?
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen is in every franchise. He's like the king of franchise. Like, name me one franchise he hasn't been in. He's been in every like major pop culture franchise. There is. It's like seriously, you can't like the franchise player. You can build a team, but if you don't have like a superstar, you don't have that superstar, you're not going to go anywhere. That's what the Spider-Verse is doing. They don't have that superstar, and that superstar is Spider-Man. Right? That's Spider-Man. I heard they might be doing Darkman stuff, a reboot on Darkman, or a sequel. Well, I don't know about sequel, but I heard they might be doing Darkman. But like this is seriously, it's a joke, man. I'm look. They're not stupid there, son. They know they need Spider-Man. Exactly. Yeah. If Mads is doing, it has to be. Yeah. With Liam Neeson, yeah. He was the original Darkman. But Liam Neeson takes these. I don't know what's up with him. Do you see these films or like nobody's heard of anymore? You think? So what are you working on there? I can hear you working on something.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm finishing my article on the Hunger Games franchise. I'm gonna email it like tonight, so hopefully it gets like posted either tomorrow or this weekend. Because I am excited for the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. I don't care if the movie's getting a mixed response so far. I'm super excited for it because the Hunger Games is one of my favorite franchises.
What's the box office prediction?
I honestly have no idea. But it's like I'm just super excited.
Is it more than Marvels? Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's gonna be better than the Marvels.
Nice, Darkman. That was a great movie.
Oh, it's got 64% of Rotten Tomatoes. That's not bad. Not bad.
What? Where's the Marvels at?
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
That came out today. Well, it comes out tomorrow, but like everything comes out.
Here's the thing that I love about the one criticism, which is the movie's too long. It's like we all criticize Mockingjay for splitting into 2 books. They almost split this into 2 books. I'd rather see a long Hunger Games movie than see the book get messed up and split into 2 parts and have some long dragged out scenes. So you know what? I'm glad that this movie is going to be one movie. I am glad. And you know what? Regardless of how you feel about Rachel Zegler's dumb comments, if she delivers in this movie, I'm going to say she delivers. I'm not saying she's Jennifer Lawrence good, but
oh no.
I just want to go back and revisit the movies that made my teen years amazing. I mean, I remember all the times me and my friends would theorize, how would we survive the Hunger Games?
I suggested this last year. Sam Raimi would be great making a Batman movie. I think
see when we do a Batman movie.
You could do horror in Batman. Horror could work with Batman.
Oh, Scarecrow, Clayface.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man,
Like Batman's so versatile as a character. He could work with horror. He could work with supernatural.
Killer Croc, like in the like
Yeah.
coming out of nowhere.
Science. He could work with all this kind of
No,
stuff.
he can do so good with a really fictional fantasy take on Batman.
Yes. Yes, he is to TJ.
Are you coming to the tree?
Like,
Oh man, I can't.
I mean,
wait.
you could make Joker a horror villain too. Joker could be a horror villain. It's a clown for God's sake. Clowns you could perceive as horror character, right? Like you could make a clown's a horror villain.
Yeah.
So Joker, like,
Yo,
as a
Batman
horror-
Beyond Return, the Joker was technically a horror movie
yeah.
for what they did to poor Tim.
Well, Batman Beyond. That was like that was borderline rated R.
That was a PG movie that had that
Yes.
technically was on that PG-13 rated R.
Yes, they had two. You know that Tim Drake stuff with when Joker died. It was pretty two different. There's two different. There's two different scenes, right? Apparently, like there was a more violent death for Joker. and then-
Here's the thing: the death in the one that didn't have blood in it, that was
Was not.
considered the censored version. I think that's actually darker than the uncensored version. Because,
Oh yeah.
because here's the thing: he gets pushed into this water tube thing, and the tubes are wrapped around him. He's wet. He pulls the switch. His screams of horror as he gets electrocuted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my goodness. And his body's probably getting fried.
I think I'd rather get shot to death than electrocuted to death.
Yeah. It's like the death where he gets shot and he's like, that's not funny.
Yeah. Yeah, see, of course, Matt Reeves is not going to put Batman on the moon. He'd be like, I can see the BCU Batman on the back of the moon. Somebody's like, you have a Batcave on the moon? And Batman be like, I have a Batcave everywhere, even in Metropolis. You probably will have a Batcave in Metropolis. Oh yeah, that's true too. Like Batman could work easily in the horror category because his villains, like you said, some of his villains are horror-like villains. Seriously, you can make Batman work as in a horror. I mean, the animated series, some of the episodes, the way they shoot the episodes, the way they shot the episodes, right? The way they animated the episodes, there were some horror-like elements in them. If you remember, right? There was like horror-like elements in the animated series of Batman. And there's some episodes with the werewolf, like the Wolfman, stuff like that. Yeah, I heard this too, Degrassi. They made the people vote, and then they revealed they were going to kill him off anyway. Now DC is planning to release a book based on the Joker in 2024, February 2024, called Joker Year One, and I'm gonna find it for you guys. Joker Year One. Okay, news. Yeah, DC announced Joker Year One. Yeah, but this is what they announced today, DC. Joker Year One. Now, also I haven't read comics, but I caught this. DC announces secrets of the greatest villain in pop culture are revealed. The Joker Year One, a terrifying 3-part tale in Batman 142 to 144. So Batman issue 142 to 144, unfolding in February 2024. So it's coming out in February of next year. And the basis for this, the Joker Year One begins in Batman 142 by Chip Zdarsky, Giuseppe Camicoli. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Stefano Nessi, Andrea Sorrentino, Alessandro Sanchez, and Dave Stewart. In part one, the tragic death of the leader of the Red Hood gang, obviously as Joker, a vat of chemicals, has become the subject of myth. But what is heartbreaking and gruesome tale of the monster who walked away from the violent birth from the first pages of Joker Year One Onward, eager readers will be questioning everything they know about the Joker. And obviously, these pictures right here, that's the Joker, obviously. And you can see part of the Red Hood helmet. I assume he takes that off. He takes that off, and you see that. You reveal the, yeah, he has the green hair, the white face after he takes off the helmet. Now, there's some conflicting reports, conflicting stuff here because there was about a couple of years ago, there was a miniseries with the Joker, the 3 Jokers. And how does this tie in? And how does it tie into the Killing Joke? Well, we'll find out here. And how does it affect Batman's distant future? Within each issue, the Joker Year 1 artists Andrea Sorrentino and Dave Stewart illustrate the story juxtaposed to show the far-reaching impact the Joker will have on DC's Cape Crusader. See you soon. Okay. There's issues. No. Now the question is, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna look for
Oh, apparently the Doctor Doom thing was broke by John Campea.
Oh, then it's not true.
Oh, so it's like, yeah, the guy who basically says nonsense. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Him and Grace Randolph have some kind of beef. It's like, you know what? We would just love to see these two on a stranded island competing to survive.
It's not true then. Okay. So here's the problem. There was a 3 Joker, right? 3 Joker story. We're gonna find out how it affects the 3 Jokers. Yeah, don't believe it's not. If it's Campia saying that's probably not true. Because Campia tends to now Campia is trying to say it's getting to the Scooper game too, like the buy, the believe or bullshit stuff, and I feel like they're not serious anymore. I feel like they're trying to get clicks and views with rumors or speculation. Now, Campia will always say when there's these big rumors out there, scoops, right? These so-called speculation. Campia always says on streams, you gotta look who the source is. You look where the source is coming from, right? He always does that. I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, but he was not the only one, though. There was other people saying that too. You know, TJ, I would have you on, but I don't know if you have Twitter.
Does he have a Discord? Maybe you can send him a link to Discord.
Oh, I don't even go on Discord. Yeah, maybe he does. But next time, if ever is man, it's already 8:40, almost 2 hours. Okay, well, I've really got nothing else to talk about tonight. Yeah, he doesn't use Twitter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what Tony told me. So any final thoughts, George? Then yeah, once again, you can promote whatever.
Well, at the end of the day, Sony's gonna Sony. This is a line that I use at work all the time. And Dakota Johnson, please pick better projects. You're actually quite talented. You could do so much better than being in crappy Sony movies and Twilight fan fiction. I'm just saying. And I don't know. It's just the lack of originality. I mean, this sounds like Terminator.
George,
yeah,
those movies are bad, but I did get for a bit of a stardom.
That is true. That is true. But I'm just saying, you are way more talented than the projects that you're picking so far. Please pick better stuff. Go join the Gun DC universe. Maybe you could be Supergirl and maybe prove the doubters wrong. That could be a good out of the box casting choice.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what else to say.
she could be Batgirl. I don't know. I don't know. She could be Batwoman. I don't know.
Just
Kate
like
Kane.
get away from these bad properties. I mean, I get it. Yeah. 50 Shades gave you your star, but it's like what else have you what else have you been in since then? It's like you really need this movie to get your stardom
Peanut Butter
back.
Falcon. That was a great movie. With her in it. Peter Butter Falcon with Shia LaBeouf and her. It was the wrestling movie with the Mountain Challenge kid who wanted to be a wrestler. It was a great movie.
Oh, I
The
gotta
guy
check
she knows
it
what I'm
out.
talking about. Huh?
I gotta check it out then.
Yeah, Degrassi knows what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, Degrassi. She was in she was in that movie with Chris Hemsworth, the hotel movie. Or whatever. And John Hamm. I agree. All right, thank you, George. For me, I do have an announcement. I'm bringing back Let's Talk Pop more. It's gonna be a little bit more frequent since the actor strike has ended. Maybe Saturday will be my next episode. It'll be 2 days, obviously. But I also have another small announcement. I think I'll be doing looking back at Lord of the Rings, the first 3 movie. All 3 movies.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, you could join me. And the reason is because this is the 20th anniversary of Return of the King.
Yes.
Yeah, December's 20th anniversary of Return of the King. And those movies they mean so much to me. They're like, it's just, those movies are special. We're special. And I want to talk about them.
Nice.
Because those movies today still there's a lot of, they impact a lot of stuff. They set the foundation for a lot of fantasy things going forward.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have gotten so much that we've gotten.
Yeah. And there's no fantasy movies since has even come close to the Lord of the Rings, has even come close to how good or how special Lord of the Rings is, personally to me. It could be for somebody else, but that's my opinion. Hasn't caught the magic that Lord of the Rings is able to get. And that doesn't necessarily mean there's not some good fantasy movies out there. There are, just not to the point of Lord of the Rings. You know, I had to say that, George, because some people say, "Oh, nothing's been bad." There's been a lot. You're gonna say everything's been bad. All these fantasy movies have been bad. That's what you're saying. And Lord of the Rings is the best. Yeah, Game of Thrones is the closest, I guess, but it doesn't have the same impact as Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they're like, yeah. So yeah, check that out, man. I might do that in December. I'm gonna try to watch the movies again. I mean, I have to sit down and find 3 hours, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably rewatch as well, probably. Cause I love rewatching them. It's just like because they're so long. You gotta find like the time to dedicate.
Yeah, exactly. And especially the extended editions are like 3.5 hours, 3 hours or 45 minutes, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Really long.
Oh, so
yeah. So check that out. Check out George. I think he did pretty. Okay, he did pretty.
Yeah. As far as any upcoming stuff, I mean, I'm working on a Hunger Games article this weekend. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes comes out. Probably after that comes out, I'll finish the Hunger Games review series with one video on both parts of Mockingjay. Wonka's coming out, so I'm going to be reviewing both the original and the 2005 remake. I think this year I'm finally going to do Christmas movies. I'm going to reveal one of them, a childhood classic, Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Give me my Turbo Man! And as I've announced, we're going to have the 50 Shades review series in 2024.
You're gonna be like You're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Don't expect any wacky thumbnails, though. I'm not going
No.
out of my way to buy BDSM stuff just for the thumbnails. I ain't doing that.
I just wait for that. Oh,
I ain't
TJ, you
doing
got
that.
up to you, buddy. Let me highlight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, TJ.
All right. So yeah, do me for like, share, and subscribe to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and also do the same thing to George. Subscribe to him like TJ did. Thanks for coming on. See you then, maybe Saturday. Let's talk pop, and obviously, there's no spoiler review Saturday. We won't be doing a spoiler review for Saturday, but we'll talk. I'll find something to talk about. Take care, guys.
Peace.